Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Tom Bickett. It's Friday. It's January 10th. Today is the first major data drop in the economic news. It's the jobs report. Typically comes out the first Friday of every single month. Last Friday, obviously, was a short week, so they delayed it till this week. And that's one of the big numbers the Fed's looking at to kind of indicate the direction of the economy and if is inflation still a problem. That number came in way hotter than expected. They were expecting about 157,000 jobs. That number came in about 256. So almost 100,000 more people working than they had expected. The unemployment rate came down a little bit. The markets do not like it. Markets are selling off in the bond market. We're seeing the 10-year Treasury now trading at some of the highest levels that we've seen in over the year. And mortgage-backed interest rates are trading higher. The prices are going down for mortgage-backed securities. That means rates are going higher. And man, it's really tough out there for affordability. We're now firmly cemented kind of into that mid 7% range. October of 2023, we did see interest rates get near 8%. We are pushing up on some of those levels. One of the things I wanted to talk about this year that I think could be very, very powerful, it's been around forever, but utilizing different types of rate strategies for affordability. Temporary buy downs could be a very powerful tool for your buyers to try to get more affordability for their house. Now, this is a seller finance temporary buy down. So example, if the going rate today is 7.5% and you're going to do a 2-1 buy down, then that means in year one, the customer would pay their monthly payment based on a 5.5% interest rate. And in year two, a 6.5% interest rate. And then year three, it would go to the final interest rate of 7.5. Now, this is a seller subsidized buy down. That means the seller is going to contribute for that payment differential between 5.5 and 7.5 and 6.5 and 7.5. But it's a very powerful tool, especially if the market slows a little bit, houses aren't moving, and you want to be a little bit more aggressive to bring more affordable buyers to the table. Offering a temporary rate buy down could be very impactful. The other option is something that we like to refer to as a permanent buy down. This is basically paying points. So you can either have the buyer pay points to get to a lower interest rate, or you can have the seller contribute to permanent buy downs to get to a lower interest rate, again, to improve overall affordability on a home. And then lastly, something we developed about 2 years ago, we call it rate relief. This is a seller product. So if there's a seller out there trying to get their home sold and they're having a hard time at sitting and you're considering price reductions, you may want to consider rate relief. This is a permanent rate down where we lock into an interest rate for the seller to be able to advertise to a future buyer. And then that buyer, would get qualified with us. They would take advantage of that already offered permanent rate buy down so they can make a home more affordable. We don't know where the future of interest rates are going to go. It's definitely a challenging time, but that doesn't mean homes aren't going to be able to move. That doesn't mean people aren't going to be able to get highly qualified to buy homes that they want. We just got to be smarter about affordability, having an affordability discussion with our clients, talking to the seller about options to leverage different types of buy down approaches to help out with overall affordability. If we get affordability in line through some of these creative products, I think that's going to help out the market. If you'd like to learn more about how a temporary buy down could impact you as a buyer, impact you as a seller, if you're a realtor and want to understand more about how these different types of options might become available to your clients, please reach out. All of my information scrolling here below. And ultimately, our goal here is to help people win in this market, help the markets keep moving, help sellers and buyers. So we are data dependent. And what that simply means is that, as more data gets released, and the two big things are employment numbers and inflation numbers. So next week, the 15th, we're going to get CPI. That's the second big number of the month. And depending on that direction, it's going to either have push us even higher in interest rates or potentially stall us out where we're at now and wait for future employment development. Or maybe inflation's approaching that 2% mandate that the Fed's been talking about for the last 3 years. If that's the case, then maybe we're, see some relief in current rates being offered today. But, we're off to a tough start, but don't let that deter you from buying the right house, because we do believe that inventory is going to remain challenged. We do believe that price appreciation is still going to be a major play. People who bought back in October of 2023 when interest rates were 8% have already seen appreciation in their house. So at all times, it's always about affordability. What's right for you as the consumer? How do we take advantage of products and solutions that can help with that affordability? So reach out to me, reach out to your lender, we're all here to help everybody transact in this business. Let's have a great Friday. Let's have a good weekend. And, we're 1 week down this year. Let's finish up, this week strong and finish up January strong. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks.